Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Welcome to Accelerated Health with Sara Banta. This topic is not going to be popular. I'm a busy wife, mom of 3, and an NANP certified supplement professional, but that's not all. I'm also the founder of the award-winning Accelerated Health Products, a brand offering innovative natural supplements to optimize your health. And this podcast isn't just a source of information. It's a community, and we're all here to learn and grow. And this podcast is a springboard into learning, and the free group coaching on Telegram is where we continue learning together. You ask your questions. I post tips and tools on a daily basis to keep you motivated. So here's what you can expect. Every Monday and Wednesday with in-depth health discussions and expert guests, hot topics like this one that are in the news every Friday, and the free group coaching continues the learning. The details are on my website at sarabanthealth.com. So like I mentioned, it's not going to be popular. At least I'm not going to be popular after this one. It's all about drinking alcohol. And now they're finding there is a link to 6 types of cancers. It's toxic, right? So research has indicated that consuming alcohol at a young age can increase the risk of developing cancer later in life. According to the report, limiting and eliminating alcohol can reduce the risk of alcohol-related cancers by 8% and the risk of all cancers by 4%. Now, I've done studies on the accelerated numbers of cancer in young people. So this is just one thing that you can actually do to prevent this risk, right? So there's been a roller coaster of information about the potential harms and the benefits of alcohol, according to addiction psychiatrist Dr. Scioli from Caron Treatment Center in Pennsylvania. While there were longstanding claims about the potential health benefits that we all held on to, right? It's now clear that alcohol consumption is a significant risk factor for cancer. So he highlighted that around 75,000 Americans are diagnosed each year with cancer linked to alcohol use. And he warns that more that someone drinks, both in volume and frequency, the higher the risk becomes. So even at a low level of alcohol use, less than 1 drink per day can raise the risk for certain types of cancer. There's literally no added benefit to ingesting alcohol. So for all of us who are holding on to that, well, it benefits us, right? 1 to 2 glasses of wine is good for me and my stress level. No, and we're going to get to the stress in a minute, right? So most people are aware that there are risks to tobacco, but it's surprising that a lot of people don't understand the risks to drinking alcohol. But the good news is you can actually do something about it. Like I mentioned, cancer rates are going up in all ages, including the young people. So this is something we can actually do. But besides just the risk of cancer, I want to go through what alcohol is actually doing in the body. It is a poison. Period. There's no and, ifs, or buts about it. It is a poison. The body sees it as it. So when the body consumes alcohol, it says, hold on, we're stopping everything else. We got to process this alcohol right now. So this is also what it's doing. It increases stress. Many people turn to alcohol to relieve their stress, but even just 2 to 3 drinks a week, not a day, can lead to increased cortisol production when you're not drinking. So then that's what you're going to reach for again when you're not drinking, because your stress levels have gone up, right? And so we need more alcohol to relieve that stress. So there's this vicious cycle. And this can heighten the feelings of stress and anxiety, leading to weight gain, since cortisol is a fat-storing hormone. So you're eating all the right foods, you're low carb, you're eating according to my accelerated food guide, and you're working out. but you're drinking a couple glasses of wine at night and you're wondering why you still feel stressed, why you're gaining weight, you don't know where it's coming from, and you're not just assuming that you're taking in the calories from that glass of wine. Oh, it's 150 calories. I've counted those calories into my daily allowance. It doesn't work like that. All calories are not the same. These are empty calories, right? So there's no nutritional value. The body's going to say, okay, keep feeding me because I'm not getting any of the nutrition I want. And so then you're actually going to eat more. But not only that, it stops the fat burning. Like I said, it's a poison. The body says, we got to stop everything. We're going to burn this alcohol before we do anything with the fat, the carbs, and the proteins that you just gave me, because I have no place to store that alcohol. I got to get rid of it right now, but I can store that fat, protein, and carbs that you just gave me. So it's going to actually shut down your fat burning hormones and mechanisms, and it's going to store all the food that you ate as fat. So then you're going to actually gain weight. Plus, it's going to cause liver damage. And I talk a lot about my liver, right? We are under threat. We've got the microplastics, the GMOs, the glyphosate, the heavy metals, the fluoride in our water. Our livers have to process all of these toxins, and now you're dumping on the alcohol. It's just going to give up. That's why non-alcoholic fatty liver disease has increased to over 45% for all adults and 25% for our children who are not even drinking alcohol. Then you add in the alcohol and your liver's just like, I don't know what you're expecting me to do. It also increases estrogen dominance. Are you a man with man boobs? Can you not develop the muscles? Can you not burn the fat? Are you a woman getting the fat around your belly? Are you gaining it in your lower abdominal area and your hips and thighs? That's estrogen dominance. It has nothing to do with calories, guys. It's about the hormones. But it elevates estrogen by promoting small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, increases estrogen directly, and converts testosterone into estrogen. So you're getting it 3 different ways. And then it causes that liver damage. The liver is responsible for processing alcohol, and that can lead to significant damage. I just had someone contact me today. She has cirrhosis. What should she do? The liver is also where you convert the T4, the inactive thyroid hormone, into the active T3. That's your metabolism. That's your fat burning. That is the ability to lose weight or whatever, have that energy to go work out, have the energy to work, have the brain energy without the brain fog, right? All of that is, that process is happening in your liver, but that's your thyroid health. So your liver and your thyroid are very connected. Alcohol is both fat and water soluble. It enters all cells in the body. It crosses the blood-brain barrier. And even some of the strongest drugs out there that you would never touch don't even get into the brain. But this one does. It also causes increased impulsive behavior, not just when you're drinking, not just that you're a bad drunk, but actually when you're not drinking, you're going to have more impulsive behavior. Alcohol destroys the microbiome. We talk about the gut health, the gut-brain axis, the bloat, the constipation, the ability to assimilate nutrients that you're taking in. Your gut's everything. Well, one drink can disrupt that gut microbiome, which signals to the brain to release serotonin and dopamine. So then you're going to have mood issues, right? This is why they call it a depressant. It actually can cause depression and mood issues even when you're not drinking. It causes leaky gut. So it will promote the harmful bacteria in the gut and damage the intestinal lining, so that when you do eat good food, your body is not assimilating it, and these foreign proteins get through the walls of the intestines into the blood. The body says, I don't recognize it, have an over-exaggerated autoimmune response, and it leads to chronic inflammation, weight gain, nutrition malabsorption, autoimmune diseases, and everything else. Alcohol also triggers a release of the pro-inflammatory cytokines from the liver, which can enter the brain and lead to mood disorders, headaches, brain fog. These inflammatory effects can cause long-term damage. So we're not even talking about the cancer anymore, right? We're talking about all of these other issues that you can get from just moderate drinking. It tricks the brain to wanting more. Alcohol disrupts the brain's signaling, making it harder to moderate your consumption. So this is going to lead to that cycle of increased drinking, inflammation, gut issues, chronic disease, and needing more and more alcohol. And like I mentioned, it will increase that bad behavior, the impulsive behavior. I actually had to talk to a family member about this and say, you're a little more impulsive when you're not drinking because of your drinking, right? So this is something to think about. Now, I understand there's addiction, right? I have the most addictive personality. I come from a family with lots of addictions, alcohol being the most prominent. I knew when I was younger that it was in my genes. So I had to be very careful. But I then also can become addicted to sugar. And I never smoked a cigarette because I knew that I would be the chain smoker that could never get rid of it. So my goal is to make this process easy for you, to get rid of the cravings so that you don't even want it, so we can actually love our liver and get our health back without the alcohol. Okay, so step one, for those of you who don't want to do a cleanse and you just want to take one supplement to help your liver, Accelerated Liver Care. It's brand new. I'm so excited. This is not just a liver supplement, but it is the easiest step to support your liver after years of drinking. It's more than just that liver supplement. It's thoughtfully crafted. It's a blend of powerful herbs from Ayurvedic, traditional Chinese medicine, South American rainforest botanicals combined with modern nutraceuticals, and then, of course, enhanced with scalar frequencies to help restore your liver function. So what makes it different than any other liver supplement out there? It detoxifies and purifies your liver. It clears that damp heat and toxic heat from the liver and gallbladder, ensuring that you have a smooth flow of energy, that qi, throughout the body. It breaks down and prevents stones, gallstones. It even helps with kidney stones. It also helps with gallbladder pain relief. Do you ever have right shoulder pain? Well, that's coming from your gallbladder. It boosts the detox pathways. It opens up both phases of liver detoxification, helping eliminate toxins, not just from alcohol, but all toxins more effectively. It improves that liver function, the microcirculation in the liver for better oxygen and nutrient delivery. It balances blood sugar and cholesterol. It supports healthy blood sugar level and helps manage cholesterol. It protects against infections. It helps with antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal properties to safeguard your liver health. And of course, it also helps with emotional balance. Okay, so what are the ingredients in this amazing formula? You've got Kukti. It's known for its liver supporting properties. You've got Philanthus, which helps break down gallstones, supports digestive health. Tudka, which is really in the news today, right? It promotes bile flow and protects brain and nerve cells. Eclipta detoxifies the liver and enhances circulation. Buplarium, milk thistle. I know you've heard of milk thistle. Skullcap, Palperera. This is an herb that no one's heard about, and there's so many studies on it that have shown that it targets cancer cells and treats viral infections. And there are a few others like calcium D-glucarate that helps with eliminating those toxic excess estrogens that we're trying to get rid of, and Thai black ginger. So there's so many amazing herbs in this formula that work synergistically. And this is what is different. We put in the high potency extracts. It has a 10-to-1 concentration of the extracts. Most supplements have maybe a 2-to-1, maybe a 3-to-1, never a 10-to-1. That means that you are pounding in or concentrating like 10 pounds of herbs into 1 pound. So you're getting so much more for your money. And then what we do is we make sure that the herbs are working synergistically. We test exactly the right ratios that are going to actually give you the most benefit. We don't just sprinkle in some herbs so that we can put it on the label like a lot of companies do. And then, of course, it goes through rigorous testing. It focuses on the liver and the gallbladder. It literally opens up those liver and gallbladder meridians to help with that health. And then it's enhanced with scalar frequencies. Okay, so it's going to also help with your digestion, your hair, your skin, your nails, help with overall inflammation. Now that is the accelerated liver care. Now, if you're up for a cleanse, you can incorporate the accelerated liver care into the accelerated liver flush cleanse. What we do here is we take that accelerated liver care, combine it with malic acid so that it's softening the stones, so that after 2 weeks, you can actually flush out thousands of stones into the toilet. And when you see them, you're going to go, oh my God, how did my liver work with all of this junk in there, right? And this is part of the Ascent Diet Cleanse, or it can be taken on its own. I recommend doing this whether you drink alcohol or not, at least 3 to 6 times a year. We are being hijacked. Our livers are being bombarded from all of these toxins, the microplastics, heavy metals, everything that we're taking in. Okay, so step 3, if you're really ready to jump all in, 2 feet, 2 hands, head first, the Ascent Diet Cleanse. It may sound like it's too big of a deal for you, but actually the supplements in the Ascent Diet Cleanse combined with the accelerated liver care actually make it more easy because your body takes away the cravings, right? It's easier to manage the withdrawal symptoms that come with cutting out alcohol. It boosts the levels of dopamine and GABA and serotonin that you're wanting from that alcohol and you're not getting, to enhance your physical and mental energy. And this is all holistic. It's giving you that short-term break, but long-term benefit. So between the accelerated iodine, accelerated fast, and accelerated thyroid in the cleanse, your energy, your mood, your ability to suppress the cravings for alcohol and the sugar improves so you feel like you can quit, right? And with the new accelerated liver care, your results are going to be amplified. That accelerated fast shuts down those cravings. It increases your ATP, increases your metabolic health, and makes you able to intermittent fast a little longer and then focus on those wild animal proteins and the good veggies and fruits that I talk about. You don't have to be on a low carb diet. Okay, so this is going to help with that visceral fat, with that liver fat, and help your liver to start cleansing, right? The accelerated iodine is a powerhouse that's going to increase that ATP as well. And you're also going to improve your detoxification, metabolism, caloric burn, brain function, physical energy, mental energy. And remember, you need iodine inside on the cell membrane and outside the cell. Inside the cell to increase that ATP, on the cell membrane to help the toxins out of the cells and the nutrients in, and then outside the cell to cleanse the blood, help the liver do its job. And the accelerated thyroid is going to work with it to increase your thyroid health and increase that metabolism. The accelerated cellular detox powder helps soak up the toxins. It even helps soak up the alcohol if you go out and actually drink that night, right? And it helps reduce the inflammation in the stomach, intestinal lining, alleviate bloat, helps with regularity, and all of that. Accelerated silver is going to help with your overall immune system. And then we put in there some electrolytes to make sure that your cells are hydrated. And also the Laxa Comfort. You gotta be pooping. We gotta get the toxins out, right? So you always want to make sure you're going to the bathroom at least 2 to 3 times a day. And that's where the Laxa Comfort comes in. So yes, I came to you with some bad news about alcohol. But the good news is you can still feel great and actually feel better and restore your health without it. And with these supplements, it makes it easy. So thanks for listening. Our discussion does not have to stop here. If you're feeling lost with the supplement world, you can start by getting your free supplement protocol. Just head to sarabanthealth.com and complete the form. Follow me on social media at Accelerated Health Products. Join the free group coaching on Telegram. I will answer your questions. I will post to keep you moving forward. And you can listen to this podcast and all of my podcasts at Accelerated Health with Sara Banta on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, and over 100 platforms. And if you could share those with a few of your friends. I know drinking has become very socially acceptable, and some of your friends need to hear this message. You can use coupon podcast10 to get 10% off site-wide at acceleratedhealthproducts.com. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so join me next time and have a great week.